Hi, Bob. Come on in.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fire you. I wanted to share something with you. That's $750 million, Bob. Huge bribe.
The Simpsons have done it again. They predicted Donald Trump's presidency decades before it happened. But what if they hinted at something wilder? What if Barron Trump is destined for something huge in 2025?
Will he be all right?
Yes, he was lucky. If that had been a gladiola, he'd be dead right now.
A secret genius set to launch a tech empire. The youngest US president in history. Or a time traveler manipulating world events from the shadows. Sounds crazy, right? But the Simpsons have made crazier predictions come true. Buckle up, because today we're diving into their wildest forecasts for 2025. And trust me, some of them will leave you speechless. Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. A baby language translator. Imagine a world where babies can tell you precisely what they want. No more guessing if they're hungry, tired, or planning world domination. Sounds great, right? Well, The Simpsons predicted it first. And with AI advancing at lightning speed, 2025 might finally be the year we decode baby talk for good. In Brother, Can You Spare Two Dimes? In Season 3, Episode 24, Homer gets his hands on a baby translator, a device that decodes Maggie's babbling into actual speech. It seemed like a pure comedy at the time, but fast forward to today, scientists are already developing AI-driven baby translation apps. Experts analyze baby cries, expressions, and vocal sounds to determine whether they are hungry, uncomfortable, or feeling other emotions. Research suggests we will have real-time baby translation devices within the next few years. So, will 2025 be the year we finally understand what babies are saying? Or will we regret giving them a voice? One thing's for sure, Maggie has been keeping secrets, and it's about time we find out what they are. Flying cars. We've been promised flying cars for decades, but where? Well, The Simpsons may have seen them coming sooner than we think. Could 2025 finally be when traffic jams become a thing of the past and we take to the skies like Springfield's futuristic citizens? In Future Drama, Season 16, Episode 15, we see a futuristic Springfield where flying cars zip through the air. But here's the crazy part. Real-life companies like Tesla, Hyundai, and Uber are already working on airborne taxis, and Japan and Dubai have already tested flying car prototypes. With new developments in electric vertical takeoff and landing technology, experts say commercial flying vehicles might be available as soon as 2025. The main challenge is getting approval from air traffic control and regulators. So, will we all hover above the streets next year, or will flying cars remain a billionaire's toy? One thing's for sure, if The Simpsons had predicted it, we would have better keep our eyes on the sky. Black holes on Earth. We've all seen The Simpsons tackle wild science fiction ideas earlier, but what if one of their most terrifying predictions is coming true? Could 2025 be the year Earth toys with the outcome of a real-life black hole? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but The Simpsons may have seen it coming. In Treehouse of Horror, Season 24, Episode 2, Lisa warns that reckless scientific experiments could create a black hole, one that ultimately swallows Springfield.
Black hole? I'm sorry, can we call it that?
Yes, it's the preferred term, and most scientists believe that what enters a black hole never comes out.
While this appeared like a classic cartoon exaggeration, modern scientists have argued the chance of microscopic black holes forming due to high-energy experiments, especially at the Large Hadron Collider.
There is a possibility of a black hole being created from the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC.
In reality, physicists assure us that even if black holes were created, they'd evaporate instantly. But what if 2025 is the year scientists push the limits of physics even further? Could The Simpsons have been warning us all along? Let's hope we don't wake up one day to find Springfield or the entire planet getting sucked into the void. Mind control through music. What if your favorite song wasn't just catchy but was controlling your mind? Sounds like a wild conspiracy, right? Well, The Simpsons may have already warned us about this one. Could 2025 be the year we realize that pop music has more power over us than we ever imagined? In New Kids on the Bletch, Season 12, Episode 14, Bart joins a boy band called Party Posse. only to discover that their songs contain hidden subliminal messages created by the US Navy for mind control. While it was played for laughs, the idea of music used for behavioral manipulation isn't as far-fetched as you might think. Research shows that specific sound frequencies can affect our feelings and behavior. Big tech companies already use AI to suggest songs that keep users interested for longer. Some theorists even suggest that certain artists or producers use hidden frequencies to make music more addictive. Could 2025 be the year governments or corporations perfect the art of sonic manipulation? Will your favorite pop anthem be secretly programming your thoughts? It may be time to start reading between the lyrics. AI robots going rogue. We all love technology until it turns against us. The Simpsons have a long history of predicting the rise of AI, but what if they also warned us about robots going rogue? With AI advancing at a terrifying pace, could 2025 be the year machines start thinking for themselves? In Itchy and Scratchy Land, Season 6, Episode 4, Springfield's favourite family visits a futuristic theme park where robotic mascots suddenly turn evil and attack guests. What was once a parody of Westworld now seems eerily close to reality. Today, AI-powered robots from companies like Tesla, Boston Dynamics, and Google are becoming smarter daily. These machines are made to help people, but some experts warn that as AI gets more advanced, it could behave unpredictably or even turn against us. Could 2025 be the year an AI-powered assistant decides it no longer needs humans? Or will we start seeing headlines about robot uprisings? Let's hope we don't have to fight off an army of killer Roombas.
Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you.
Holograms everywhere. What if 2025 is the year we ditch screens and start living in a world filled with holograms? The Simpsons may have already shown us a glimpse of this future where 3D projections replace everything from newscasters to concerts. Sounds far-fetched? Think again. The Simpsons have portrayed Springfield in multiple episodes with holographic billboards, virtual concerts, and even hologram-based communication. One of the most notable examples comes from Saddle Sore Galactica, Season 11, Episode 13, where a holographic jockey performs. Hologram technology is here today. We have seen holograms of Tupac and Michael Jackson perform after their deaths. Companies are also creating AI-powered virtual influencers that look very realistic. Some tech experts believe that by 2025, holograms could replace video calls, making Zoom meetings feel more like in-person conversations. Is 2025 the year we start chatting with holographic versions of our friends? Or will this be another way for advertisers to invade our space with pop-up hologram ads? Either way, The Simpsons may have been onto something. Trump's presidential run. Again, love or hate him, Donald Trump's presidency was one of The Simpsons' most shocking predictions. But what if they hinted at something crazier, his return to power? With 2025 just around the corner, could we be looking at another Trump campaign? Or a rise to power for Barron Trump? In the episode Bart to the Future from Season 11, we see a possible future where Lisa becomes president and talks about inheriting quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
This episode aired in 2000 as a joke, but it became relevant when Trump became president in 2016. Some political experts think Trump, or someone from his family, might make another big political move in 2025. Barron Trump, who has mostly stayed out of the public eye, could become an important figure. So, will The Simpsons be right again? Will 2025 mark another shocking Trump-related political twist? If history has taught us anything, we should never underestimate the power of a Simpsons prediction. Mars colonization. For decades, humanity has dreamed of setting foot on Mars. But what if The Simpsons already predicted when it would happen? With Elon Musk pushing hard for space travel, could 2025 be the year we finally take our first steps on the Red Planet? In the Marge Ian Chronicles, Season 27, Episode 16, Lisa signs up for a one-way mission to Mars, believing she'll be part of history.
The mission leaves in 10 years. I'll be 18 and I'm going to Mars.
While the idea seemed futuristic then, real-world space agencies like NASA and private companies like SpaceX are now racing to make Mars colonization a reality. Elon Musk has repeatedly stated that he wants to send humans to Mars within the next decade, with significant tests happening as early as 2025.
The Mars venture, I think, is part of the expansion of consciousness beyond Earth.
With billionaires funding space travel and technology advancing faster than ever, The Simpsons may have predicted the timeline again. Is 2025 the year we see the first humans on Mars? Or will our dreams of space travel remain, for now, just another cartoon fantasy? Either way, The Simpsons may have had a front row seat to the future. Virtual reality food. Imagine a world where you can eat a 5-star meal without lifting a fork. Sounds impossible? Well, The Simpsons may have already predicted it. With VR technology evolving at lightning speed, could 2025 be the year we start dining in a digital world? In Bart to the Future, Season 11, Episode 17, a glimpse into the future shows people consuming virtual meals, where food exists only in digital form. However, somehow, they still experience the taste.
This virtual fudge tastes like crap.
It seemed like a hilarious joke at the time, but fast forward to today, and VR food experiences are closer than ever. Scientists are developing technology that uses electrical stimulation to trick the brain into tasting flavors, even without food. Some companies are even experimenting with multisensory VR dining, where sight, sound, and smell create the illusion of a meal. So, will 2025 be the year we ditch real food for virtual feasts? Or will Homer still prefer donuts the old-fashioned way? Either way, The Simpsons may have given us a taste of the future. Another pandemic. We don't want to bring the mood down, but what if The Simpsons predicted another global pandemic? They have a history of making eerily accurate forecasts. Could 2025 be the year a mysterious virus spreads around the world? In the episode Marge in Chains, Season 4, Episode 21, a flu virus from Asia spreads to Springfield because sick workers accidentally cough on a shipment of juicers. This seemed like a silly story in 1993, but actual events in 2020 were surprisingly similar. Scientists warn about new virus mutations and the risks of diseases jumping from animals to humans. Experts believe another pandemic isn't a question of if, but when, and some predict a new outbreak could happen by 2025. So, will The Simpsons be right again? Or will science and medicine help us stay ahead this time? One thing's for sure, if Springfield can survive, so can we. Renewable energy, from nuclear power plants to wind farms. But what if they also predicted that 2025 would be the turning point for renewable energy? With climate change concerns at an all-time high, could this finally be the year we say goodbye to fossil fuels? In The Old Man and the Lisa, Season 8, Episode 21, Lisa convinces Mr. Burns to invest in recycling and renewable energy, only for him to turn it into a dystopian profit scheme. While the episode exaggerates the idea, real-world events show that renewable energy rapidly becomes the dominant power source. Experts predict solar and wind energy will surpass coal and oil in efficiency and cost by 2025. Governments worldwide are pushing for green energy initiatives, and nuclear fusion breakthroughs could completely revolutionize how we power our world.
That allow us to produce electricity from sun even during the evening for around 8 hours during the night.
So, will The Simpsons once again be ahead of the curve? Or will Mr. Burns find a way to keep his grip on old school energy? One thing is clear, 2025 could be the year of a significant energy shift. Underwater cities. What if I told you The Simpsons may have predicted a future where humans live underwater, with rising sea levels and futuristic engineering breakthroughs? Could 2025 be the year we take the plunge and start building entire civilizations beneath the waves? In The Simpsons movie, 2007, the town of Springfield is trapped under a giant glass dome, hinting at the idea of humans needing enclosed environments to survive. In other episodes, futuristic versions of Springfield have shown submerged cities and people adapting to oceanic life. While this once seemed like pure fantasy, major companies and scientists are now exploring the possibility of underwater habitats. With rising global temperatures and coastal cities at risk, some architects are designing subaquatic structures that could house people permanently. Is 2025 the year we start moving underwater? Or will we still be fighting over who gets the best beachfront property? One thing's for sure, Homer would find a way to bring donuts to the deep. The rise of cyborgs and human augmentation. What if 2025 is the year we officially become part machine? Could The Simpsons have predicted a future where humans enhance themselves with robotic limbs, brain chips, and cybernetic eyes? It might sound like science fiction, but the lines between human and machine are already starting to blur. In Holidays of Future Past, Season 23, Episode 9, we see a future where technology has transformed society. Lisa's daughter has a smart device in her brain, and people interact using holograms. While this seemed futuristic at the time, today's real-world advancements suggest we might not be far from this reality. Elon Musk's Neuralink is already testing brain chips that connect humans to computers.
In January, Elon Musk announced his company Neuralink had successfully implanted a chip in a human.
And scientists are developing bionic limbs that respond to thoughts. Some experts believe that by 2025, human augmentation could become mainstream, allowing people to enhance their physical and mental abilities like never before. So, will 2025 be the year we start seeing the first wave of real-life cyborgs? Or will we still be struggling to keep our phone batteries alive? If The Simpsons saw this coming, we should start preparing for a future where humans and machines become one. Time travel becomes a reality. What if I told you The Simpsons may have predicted that 2025 is the year time travel stops being a science fiction fantasy and becomes a real possibility? Could scientists finally crack the code to bend time itself? And more importantly, has someone already done it? Time travel has been a recurring theme in The Simpsons, most notably in Treehouse of Horror 5, Season 6, Episode 6, where Homer accidentally turns his toaster into a time machine, creating chaotic alternate realities. While it was a joke, modern science is slowly catching up. Physicists have long debated the possibility of time travel, and recent advancements in quantum mechanics suggest that manipulating time might not be entirely impossible. Theoretical research on wormholes, time dilation, and space-time loops is advancing rapidly, with some experts suggesting that by 2025, we may have groundbreaking evidence that time travel, at least on a small scale, is achievable. So, will 2025 be the year someone travels back in time? Or are we already living in a timeline shaped by a future visitor? If The Simpsons predicted it, we should start looking for people who seem too ahead of their time. Alien contact. Humans have looked to the stars for decades, wondering if we're alone. But what if The Simpsons already predicted that 2025 will be the year we finally make contact with extraterrestrial life? Could first contact be closer than we think? Throughout the show's history, The Simpsons have frequently played with the idea of aliens visiting Earth, most famously with Kang and Kodos appearing in nearly every Treehouse of Horror. In the Springfield Files, Season 8, Episode 10, a glowing extraterrestrial figure, which turns out to be Mr. Burns, sparks a town-wide panic, eerily mirroring real-world UFO conspiracies. Fast forward to today, even government agencies like NASA and the Pentagon have openly acknowledged unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. Some experts believe we are on the verge of significant revelations about alien life. With increased research on exoplanets, signals from deep space, and continued UFO disclosures, 2025 could finally reveal the truth. So will The Simpsons have been right all along? Are Kang and Kodos finally making their grand entrance? Or will aliens take one look at us and decide we're just not worth the visit? If we make contact, let's hope they come in peace. The future is unpredictable, but if The Simpsons has taught us anything, sometimes fiction has a strange way of becoming reality. From AI taking over to flying cars, mind control through music, and even potential encounters with aliens, the world seems to be catching up with Springfield's wildest ideas. And let's not overlook the biggest mystery. What if Barron Trump is set to play a more significant role in the future than we ever imagined? With their eerie track record of predicting significant events, it's hard to dismiss the possibility that some of these forecasts could come true. Whether technological breakthroughs, political surprises, or societal shifts, the world of tomorrow might already be written in the episodes we've watched for decades. What do you think? Are we heading toward a future shaped by the Simpsons vision? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The future is coming fast. Let's see how much Springfield got right.